I've been talking to a lot of business owners this week, and the same thing keeps coming up. So I wanted to make a video to help solve a massive problem. There are three main reasons why you can't sell your automation. I say main reasons. If your Facebook page is crap, you're not going to sell. If your website looks terrible, you're not going to sell. There are other barriers, of course they are, but these are the three that I've come across this week, and I want to help you solve them. I don't have a course to sell you or anything like that. I am going to pitch you my newsletter at the end because I do think it's a great free solution, but for now I'm just going to give you value. I'm not going to make you sit around any longer. The first reason that I'm finding at the moment people can't sell their automations is that they are pitching to business owners who are not AI ready. And so what you need to do, first of all, is you need to upskill the business owner. So if you're targeting, for example, local business owners or small business owners, what you're going to find is that they just don't understand what the hell you're on about. They don't use Copilot yet, even though they have it. They don't use ChatGPT yet properly, even if it is free. So before you go and sell them some massive fancy NAN automation, you need to upskill them. And don't do this for free. Get paid, okay? Do some AI consultancy and give them the skills they need first before you sell them the automation, because you're going to overwhelm them and they're not going to understand the value of what you're selling them. So don't go straight in there and say, I can give you a chatbot. You got to upskill them first and get paid to do that. Okay. Do an AI skills audit on them. If they've got a small team, do it on their team as well. Tell the business owner what they need to do in order to upskill themselves so that when the automation comes into play, then they are able to get the most out of it. You're actually going to build a huge amount of trust if you do this, because you don't come across just as a salesperson. You come across as a person that's genuinely trying to help. You can sit there and say, look, I can sell you an automation right now, but honestly, you're not going to make the most of it yet. Let's get you the right skills. Let's get you the right understanding of AI. And then once you've done that, then you'll get the most out of the automation. So that's the first thing you need to do. Go in by all means and pitch the automation, but if you're finding they're just not understanding, then take a step back, throw in an extra step and say, you know what, actually, I don't think this is right for you yet. These are the things that we need to do, okay? The second reason that people are not being able to sell their automation at the moment is they're trying to sell the wrong kind of automation tool to the wrong type of business. There's a mismatch going on here. You go online, you find a cool template. My newsletter is full of very, very cool templates, but you're going after the wrong type of business in order to be able to sell the automation. So again, this is an easy fix. What you need to do is you actually need to understand an industry. Don't try and sell every template you come across. Pick one industry, one niche, and go and try and really understand that. Go and have a half-an-hour conversation with ChatGPT and figure out what the pain points are, and then go have a conversation with these business owners and just try and figure out exactly what the best tool is. Don't just go find some fancy chatbot and try and sell it to hairdressers and beauticians, okay? It's not going to work. You actually need to solve a problem that they have. Try and take something off their plate. The other way to do this is offer a service that somebody needs, such as social media marketing, and then run AI on the back end. So just say to them, look, I can run your social media for you. You might have to pay somebody $1,000 for this. I can do it for $150 because AI is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Do you want to give it a go for 30 days? I'm going to save you an absolute ton of money. Okay, so get your pitch right and get the service right, matched up with the right type of business, and you're away. Conversations with ChatGPT will really help you out, and then level this up to conversations with business owners. And don't be afraid to say, do you think this would help? And they say no. And then you say, well, what actually could I build for you? And then go away and build something that will actually help them out, or find a template that will do that. The third reason why people can't sell their automations right now is that the business owners don't know, like, and trust you yet. Okay. If you don't have any social media presence, if you are just coming out of nowhere and you're sending a 2-sentence cold email saying, I can put AI in your business, you are just going to end up in the spam folder and nobody cares about you. Okay. You need to build real connection. One great way to do this is to do what I did and start a newsletter. You get to show your authority straight away, and you can start this newsletter and then you can email or contact people on LinkedIn and say, look, I have this free resource that's going to help you learn how to use AI within X industry. It's completely free. Come along and sign up. You get 100 business owners on that newsletter list, and every week you're putting out actual tips that will help them for their industry. Somebody's going to turn around to you eventually and say, can you do this for me? I love your ideas, but I just don't have the time. You haven't run Facebook ads. You haven't had to get to 10,000 followers. All you've had to do is get the right people on your list and provide them value week in, week out. You don't even have to spend a penny. You can use platforms like CopyQuill or Beehive. I'll leave links to those down in the description if you want to check them out, and they'll do all of the heavy lifting for you. Okay. Get yourself a decent Facebook page. You do not need a website, and then start putting out some content. Yeah, if you want to build a page on TikTok or whatever and do that kind of stuff, that's fine. But honestly, just getting 100 businesses in your niche onto a list and sending them value every week, they will turn into customers over time, and you can engage with them, because you can say, are you facing X issue in your newsletter? Then tell them to reply. Whoever replies to you, that is a potential customer. And like I said, you just have to contact these people, provide them with free value, and then you can start to really get the right kind of people that you want to work with in front of your knowledge and expertise. Now, the other way for you to be able to get the business owners to know, like, and trust you is to give away free work. So find again, 100 people that you want to work with, Instagram, Facebook, wherever they are, and then send them free samples. Don't send them one, send them several free samples. So if you want to send them, images, send them sample images. If you want to do reports for them, send them reports. If you do copywriting for them, send them samples of your work. Send them a load of free work. Tell them you'll work for them for 30 days for free. You're doing it all through automations anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. And then when they turn around and say, hey, how you managed to do this? You say, well, actually, I'm an automation expert. This is what I do. I build systems like this. If you've enjoyed the last 30 days of working with me, it will cost you X amount. I'll just keep running the automation for you. If not, I'll turn it off. I'll delete it. I'll give it to somebody else. Are you interested? So free work is the best way to do that. Obviously, you've got to reach out and DM them in a sensible way, in a way that's appropriate, but that is the next best way in order to get people to know, like, and trust you, and then you can sell your automation. So I did say I do a quick pitch at the end. If you want to learn more how to do this, I cover it in my newsletter. What do you get? You get a template. You get a professionally built automation template. Then you get some ideas on how you could actually turn that template into a business. And we do something called the weekend hustle, which is we give you an outline of things you can do on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that weekend in order to take that template and start setting it up, making money, getting yourself clients. We give you outreach scripts, and also we gamify this as well. So we have prizes for the most engaged members of the community. If you go out there and you actually send the DMs, you don't have to make any money. You actually go out there and do the work, then we have some prizes and rewards for you. So if any of that sounds interesting, if you want accountability, if you want a community, if you want free templates that you can plug and play, if you want help with actually selling this stuff, go down in the description, first link, get yourself onto the list for the Automation Exchange, and I wish you all the best in 2026.